Good morning. Welcome back to Blue Ridge Silverhound, and I got a good one for you today. It's actually quite entertaining. Like it says on the title screen, the results will kind of amaze you, it'll shock you a little bit as to some of these recent sales. And when I mean recent, I mean last night recent. These 5 coins that you see today on this video all sold within the last 12 hours as of the taping of this video. It's 9 a.m. I generally put a video up every morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But let's get started. And I tell you what, I'm shaking my head. I'm like, you know, what's the deal here with some of these coins? Some of them very understandable, and I think it's just the way that they're worded on the listing, which is brilliant. Okay, there's no wool over the eyes on a lot of these. There is one coin, however, that sold for way too much money than what it is. Okay, and we'll get to that at the end of the video. First and foremost, we're going to start out with everyone's favorite, error, because, broad strikes will tend to take a coin that is sized specifically for the denomination and turn it into a coin that's like the next size up. In the case of this 1999 Philadelphia Jefferson nickel, this one was struck without a collar. Okay, so they'll just push the metal out to give it the appearance of it being about the size of a quarter. This one is well centered. This one was sold as a buy it now for $22. Yeah, you heard that right. Keep in mind, all the coins I'm going to show you on here sold for what I conceive to be respectable amounts of money. Okay, we're not talking thousands of dollars that, but as far as finding coins and change and various little nuances in these, the amount of money that they turned around at the end of the auction is just remarkable. So let's go ahead and continue on. So this coin right here sold for $22. It's shipped, whole 9 yards. Pretty nice example. Up next is a 1978 Roosevelt Dime, and this one, as you can see, is missing a little bit of cladding on the obverse side of the face. So you have really an exposed copper look to it. This can all be attributed as being a coin that was probably end of strip on the Planchets, where one side did not have the nickel layer on the top, so it was struck as being a one-sided type planchet, and you come up with a coin that looks like this. Again, this is a coin that people find all the time. This one sold with shipping for $26.15. This one ran the duration of a traditional auction, so there were people interested in it. Pretty nice coin. And then up next we have a 1940p, okay, just a regular good old dated wheat cent. This one has just a little bit of lamination right on the face of the coin, right on Lincoln's profile. But get this though, with shipping, this one sold as a buy it now for $26.95. I had no idea that laminations sold for this kind of money. Usually it's a $1, $2, $3 coin. The pictures are absolutely fantastic on this one. I will give the seller that. Good job with that, sir. And it is a genuine error. Okay, laminations are. You have improperly annealed planchets, and even after they're struck, you'll have pieces that flake off. And then based on where the lamination is, I think this one is just well placed because it's centered right on the obverse of the coin, which I think probably was a big contributing factor as to why it sold for so much. But this is again another one of those pieces that you just can't. I mean, it's a head shaker, but I'm not surprised that it sold for this kind of money, because you have a lamination collector that does strictly lamination errors, and they'll pay up for something like this. They won't pay $50 for it, but if it's the right amount of money, someone will jump on it. All right. So, and finally, as far as the legit errors, okay, yes, I said legit errors, we have a 2011 Give me a second here. 2011 P Lincoln cent. This is a new coin. This one, as you can see, has a big old scar running down the side of the face. It is not a scratch because you don't see the exposed zinc core on there. Okay, if it was a scratch, you would see the silvery scratch on there. This one is a struck through fragment, whatever it may be. It could be a little tiny piece of wood, or perhaps a tiny piece of wire, or something of that nature. This one was listed with being dubbed the Scarface, which I think is really cool because it not only does it draw some attention to the error on this coin, but being that it was given this nickname, everybody can associate with Scarface and the appeal of Italian mobs and the movie and all that stuff, and it's really cool. And to see it on Lincoln's profile right on the cheek is absolutely perfect. Okay, and it's sold as a buy it now for $28. I hate to say it, but it's worth every penny because of the allure of what it is and where the error is placed on the coin. If it was like on the rim, or if it's like halfway on Lincoln's face and then into the fields, it wouldn't have sold for nearly as much. But because of where it's located on the coin, it makes all the difference in the world. And finally, this is a coin that I hate to talk about, but it did sell last night. And there is one really crazy and strange thing about this coin. This 1940s Lincoln cent sold as a traditional auction listing. That means they put it on for 7 days, 5 days, and they just let the bidders have it. This one sold for $39. Okay, that's a lot of money for a coin that, the listing says thin Planchet. Okay, it's really not the case. Just by looking at this coin, because the image looks out of focus, I know. But this is what the coin looks like as a result of being acid dipped. Okay, if you were to dip this thing in, acid of any sort, it would wear down the way it does. It would be eaten alive, so to speak. So this is not an error. Okay, a thin Planchet would have a stronger strike. Plus, you wouldn't have the pebbly surface like this one does. I know what you guys are thinking. Well, acid will remove all of the features. Well, yeah, but you also have to take into consideration that acid will deteriorate a coin in an equal manner. So that's why you still have the Lincoln's profile still on there, the date and everything like that. It's not going to kill off the whole coin. Now if the coin was sitting in acid for days, the thing would just disappear. But in this case, everything, all the devices would wear equally or deteriorate equally to where it's still readable and you know what it is. So that's why they were able to determine this as being a 1948S. The mint mark is still legible. But do not be fooled, okay? Acid dipped coins have virtually no market. You might be able to resell it because there were a number of people that did bid on this thing crazily. But anyways, those are the 5 coins I wanted to share today, all from eBay, all fresh from the last 12 hours. Yeah, if you guys want, go on eBay and go into the collectibles section, and then coins, and then US coins, and then errors, and just type in error. Okay, you'll see all the coins that people think are errors. What I do is I go into the completed sales with the error terminology and see what has sold, and that's where I come up with all these. Truly remarkable what some of these coins sell for. Okay, 4 of them are legit. 1 of them, I wish, but I don't know. Just go with it, right? But if you were to make 20-30 bucks a coin, and you have you listed like 5 or 6 coins a week, but as a result of coin roll hunting finds, then there you go. You make yourself a little bit of cashola for the holidays and beyond. Anyways, it was a pleasure, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. hit the like button. That's the best way to support my channel. I am on Facebook and Instagram. Let me set the record straight. On Facebook, it's Blue Ridge Silverhound, 4 words. On Instagram, it's Blue Ridge Silverhound, no spaces, so it's like one long word. Come check me out, follow me. That'd be awesome, even though I'm new at it and still trying to get the whole social media thing. Facebook, not so much, but the other. Instagram is, yeah, it's a work in progress. You guys take care. See you on the next one. As always, keep hunting.